Your parents will die before you do, so you better make your own life decisions. Your own choices are good if you know yourself, especially in art, because whenever you do something new, everyone will be against you. This is the only quote I could find said by Yoshitaka Amano. This man is the reason I spent hours online browsing through Final Fantasy concept art as a child. Staring at the rough, sketchy lines in bright colors, I was fascinated with the amount of detail put in, but the overall incompleteness of it, and of the story that it told. It was the start of my dream to combine two things I love, art and video games. Coming from a family full of athletes, it was noticeable from the start that physical resemblance was the only thing we had in common. While they talk about their most recent marathon or long past football glories, I find myself drawing or playing some sort of video game in the corner of the room. At a young age, my parents gave up on the idea of raising a softball star after the first season of me standing in outer fields staring at the clouds and picking weeds. By 8th grade, in a little looking around, they found me a private art teacher instead. Sadly, I cannot even remember my old teacher's name, but I do remember her teaching me about seeing shapes in objects, drawing gridded pictures, viewfinders, mixing out color palettes, and even how to make your own canvas using composite board and plaster. One session, we even went painting out an open pasture next to a tank. The other thing I vividly remember is that we didn't have a lot of money at the time, and that these classes were traded for fresh tomatoes from my dad's garden. After high school, I took a few fine art classes at Tarleton State University here in Texas, but my heart just wasn't in it at the time, and I ended up moving back home. 4 years later, while watching Hulu, I saw the commercial for the 100th time for Full Sail Online. And for some reason, that time, it stood out to me. The next day at work, I started the application process, and a few years later, I had earned my degree in game art. Along the way, not only did I grow the skills I already had, but I also learned how to create 3D models, animation, and the overall game development process. Thankfully, both of my parents are alive and well and gave me the support I needed while making my own life decisions. Now, after all these years and all of my hard work, I have gained the knowledge and experience I need to have the confidence in my abilities as a game artist. During my journey, I did find myself, and I am ready for everyone to be against me.